Hi guys, welcome to a video. So today we'll take a look at another video from Armies of Exigo, and this will be another 1v1 on the map Hidden Hills, and this time between Suwak and CQ. So let's unpause it, let's take a look on this. We have Suwak on the right side of the map with the blue beast, and then we have CQ on the left side with the yellow empire. He started using some other names, like Empire Builder here, but it's CQ, so it's not really a new player. He definitely has some history here already. I think he also participated in at least one tournament as well. So let's see how he will be doing now after a little bit of a break. And of course, yeah, he's playing his Empire, which is, I believe, his main race. We have Suwak on Beast, which is his main race right now. We have Hidden Hills that we already saw like 2 videos ago. And of course, yeah, there is the option of the expansion in the back that you can always take. We will see if they will utilize it. We can see already CQ going for a really quick scout with his peasant. We also have Enya here and Macrozerk spectators discussing some things, even mentioning my name here. Not sure what that means, but most likely not anything good. But yeah, let's get back into the game. So CQ scouting here with a peasant, checking the main base of Suwak here. We don't see any barracks, only, I mean arena, only stables for now, so I think he wants to scout with a minion first, see if CQ is expanding or not, and then potentially make an expansion as well. But this is of course really risky, especially when he gets scouted now. Yeah, now he's talking about arena. Probably trying to figure out where the arena is, not really counting with the fact that he doesn't have one. At least not yet. But CQ also has only one barracks, so... And he's actually going for a tower rush. Interesting, I don't think Suwak will check that, but maybe. Of course, Suwak is trying to expand here. So they are both trying to kinda cheese it. One is trying to cheese an expansion by just not making arena, and the other one is trying to cheese tower rush. There is a swordsman coming as well, but... And of course also checking the expansion here, Suwak. But minions are strong enough to deal with the swordsman, of course. At the same time he's getting some downtime on the gathering. Tower is already finished upgrading, he's getting a second tower. All CQ now needs to do is not lure the units of Suwak into the towers, so they don't die before at least one of them upgrades. But I mean, yeah, Suwak is playing really crazy here with this ultra greedy approach for an expansion. And yeah, now there is too many swordsmen already. He doesn't even have a totem yet, which wouldn't help him much against this anyways, but at least it will protect against the swordsman. Stables are getting taken down. There's a warrior coming, and there is the towers. And looks like he goes all in maybe on this. I mean, he needs to definitely destroy the tower first. The advantage is that minions have bash damage, which is actually increased against buildings by 50%. So minions are actually really good against buildings. So tower rush, this is the way of protecting the tower rush with beast usually. And CQ will actually give up on this. So that was interesting. He had 3 towers there, I believe. One was upgraded, one was maybe finished, another one was just building. And Suwak basically just with his villagers completely took it down against also like 3 swordsmen. Now he's retreating with 2 of them. And of course Suwak now has an expansion. So somehow, by some miracle, Suwak managed to survive this. But of course we have to take into account that CQ had only 1 barracks, which also might have influenced the decision of Suwak to go for the expansion, because he knew that there wouldn't be that many units that early on that would rush him. If there would be double barracks into full swordsman production, I don't believe he would be able to in any way survive this. So I think that might have also influenced this decision a little bit. And of course tower rush was also a nice move, but it wasn't enough. If he would bring 2 peasants and build 2 towers at once, so he would already have 2 upgraded towers, and he would protect them a little bit better with the swordsman instead of fighting on the side, he might have pushed it as well, even with just 1 barracks. But double barracks would be probably more safe approach. Of course, he's also trying to expand now. The expansion is almost finished. But Suwak is coming with a warrior to scout that. CQ got Elven Sanctuary but doesn't have tier 2 yet, so he's actually making only a Dryad. Actually, second Dryad. He's going to mess Dryads probably. Not just for scouting. Expansion is found and the warrior will actually kill the peasant because CQ just didn't pull him away fast enough. So the expansion is stopped on 1900 HP. But Suwak is still preparing a totem, trying to play it safe. Even though he already has Goblin production, getting Weapon Master. He saw an expansion, so there is no rush coming. But maybe he started the tower before he scouted that. He's also getting Dark Ultra expansion, basically fully saturated on gold already. He just needs to start gathering gems there as well. Which he started now, getting a Harpinest. Trying to get some scouts. And getting his first Witch. And CQ actually goes for another push immediately with lots of swordsmen and like 3 Dryads there. Producing still more and more. I don't think he wants to go for like bears. I believe for that you maybe need tier 2 or something, or even Valkyrie Beacon, but I don't think so. You need Valkyrie Beacon for K Thorns and Entangling Thorns. Even AFK Peasant here, no gems gathering yet, and pretty poor saturation, so not the best. I have the forest in the main base to scout this area. That's pretty random. I guess if there would be a Strider, he's protecting against that, but it's like a really niche situation. Nice enchants. He got a free kill on Warrior. Unfortunately, kinda wasted the enchants on Borons instead of the Boron Riders, but there is a totem anyway, so we cannot push there. He could have tried to go around and into the expansion, there is nothing there, but once again, there is Beast and he has like, how many, 40 minions maybe? He has such a high saturation everywhere. So he could easily surround the Empire and just kill him with the minions alone, probably. It's really hard to push into these bases. But of course, Suwak is doing this always, just oversaturating everything, so once he gets an expansion, he can immediately fully saturate it. Double Lizard Fortress. Also Sharp Blade and Bone Armor upgrades. 1 armor and 1 damage for both Goblins and Warriors. But CQ was waiting here pretty nicely, also in the combination of not just the Swordsman surround, but also the enchants of the Dryads. It was a really nice move. If you would have more Dryads there and mana, he could have gotten the whole army of Suwak and killed it pretty easily. But yeah, Suwak is retreating, he's still like 13 population ahead, so that's really good for him. CQ is still terrible saturation here. He's going for tier 2 finally, even invested into 2 towers. I don't think he has any upgrades, yeah, even though he has Blacksmith, not utilizing it at all. Macros scouting here, he needs to escape immediately or he will take damage, which he took kinda for nothing. But at least he has some information. No air harassment is really viable there, even though he's trying to make wyverns. But it's not really viable here on the villagers. He can still harass these guys down here from this side. He can destroy buildings, he can maybe even harass the expansion, so the 2 towers there are not really gonna protect everything. Suwak once again doing the same mistake kinda, but maybe he already has enough units to take this down, yeah, so it's not really a mistake, but I would still rather check with 1 unit first. Even though he has enough units to take this down now, but not like you would really know, yeah, how many units were here, because CQ is sitting on 1000 gold. If you would have 10 more swordsmen here, and maybe 5 more Dryads, it would be a different story. Fortunately for Suwak that didn't happen. Now the wyverns are coming for the expansion. We see some Phoenix and Elf Ranger protection, but still no protection on the expansion against air. Suwak also taking the warehouse here. And wyverns are already harassing there. Even minions standing here. Lots of goblin production, more Borons, more upgrades. Actually 3 lizard fortresses and lizard keep, so he's going for mass warlocks now. But still only 2 bases and the warehouse. Phoenixes with Novas, decent damage, more are coming, but Suwak is not making any more Wyverns now, even though he made 3 Lizard Fortresses. He's actually going for Striders now, plus he of course has the Warlocks. He even made a sacrifice here on the Boron to save his Wyverns, but I guess his Grand Army was also damaged, so it was probably mainly consumed there. The Wyvern is still heavily damaged. The other one also not full HP. But still, this is nice resource boost. Plus CQ still doesn't have full saturation here. So it's resulting in 40 population difference. And now Suwak goes for another expansion in the underground. That is IFO of forest, so our forest was scouted, but it's also getting destroyed now. So not even gonna scout the expansion, just the army. And actually CQ is starting a gnome workshop, probably for some catapult harassment here, if you can even reach that. I guess you can drop them here. But yeah, that's not really gonna achieve anything, especially when there is Wyverns that can kill it and everything. He was checking for totems, I guess. First Strider is coming with double damage upgrade. Striders actually get the same damage upgrades as Warriors and Goblins, so that's a nice advantage there, but armor upgrades are separate. You get those together with Wyverns and Warlocks in the Lizard Key, but it's pretty cheap, so you can usually get it at least 1 or 2 upgrades. And now Suwak goes for the ultimate push, of course, 40 population ahead. He's attacking with Goblins into Elf Rangers, which is like insane. I mean, like insanely strong, and archers have no chance. The only situation where archers are usually good is against spitters, if there is not any stingers and you have enough archers and you can just focus fire them one by one, then archers are really good. And they are also good against beholders because they do more damage to them. But outside of that, elf rangers are not too useful unless you like add few of them into your army to potentially get an aura or something. Okay, so the catapult can actually reach even from here, but a Strider just arrived. But yes, Phoenix is here, he could potentially kill the Strider with the catapult and some peasants. He's actually destroying trees. Now he actually dealt some damage to the villagers. He might actually one-shot his own villagers here, but he will probably eventually kill the Strider. So at least that succeeded, but I mean, Suwak doesn't really care, he goes for a push here, he has Poison Fox already. Huge army, even some air there. Borons for sacrifice, of course. You cannot dispel area effects with beasts, so once he casted Poison Fox, he had to pull back a little bit first. Wait for it to disappear. Yeah, I mean, it's slight damage, not really doing much. And yeah, I mean, air got one-shotted by the Phoenixes. But the Elf Rangers are dying pretty quickly. Not even the front line of Suwak falling, and there is still the huge backline power. 2 towers also probably won't do too much, even though there is no rolls. Even peasants are coming, but those will die even faster. You can see they are just disappearing. Actually destroying the lizard's keep now. Might have been useful earlier, but now it's too late. And Suwak ending with 3 bases and double warehouse in the underground. I mean, CQ still not giving up, he actually made a base here as well, not just the gnome workshop. Plus he still has this base and he actually managed to force all the minions out of here, but I mean, Suwak just transferred them into the underground for now. Wyvern is here, but I think CQ already wasted all of his Phoenixes at home. The 2 towers are actually still there. Suwak is not really paying too much attention to this fight, but yeah, now he spawned lots of Guardian runes, so those will take this eventually down. Even though poison damage is reduced against the buildings a little bit. But yeah, Suwak is definitely mainly taking care of this now. Even bringing his Boron herd. And the main base of CQ will now fall, this one as well. And eventually he calls it GG. So yeah, quite interesting game, 20 minutes, 16 seconds, but yeah, once Suwak managed to survive the early rush, tower rush from the Empire, he was basically on the way to a winning end, unless he would like heavily mess up something, which he didn't. Not that much more resources, but still a little bit more. Definitely way more gems, even more wood. Also one more research, and definitely way better kills ratio and experience. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one, so take care guys.